Since its inception in 2015, Ty Herndon's Concert for Love and Acceptance has become one of the most celebrated and must-attend events of the year. After 2 years as a virtual concert, the show returns as a live event in December at the Wild Horse Saloon. Take a look at the trailblazing artist and event founder, Ty Herndon, in action with his new modern classic, Orphans of God.
There are no strangers, there are no outcasts, there are no orphans of God, so many fallen, oh hallelujah, there are no orphans of God.
Wow.
You left Kristen Chenoweth out.
So we got to save something. We'll bring her back for the next
She
one.
lives in Nashville now, you know.
So, I did not know that.
She's
okay.
Josh are here.
We'll have to get you guys together then.
That'd be awesome.
Tell me about, we're going to talk about the Concert for Love and Acceptance, but just the experience of you and Kristen singing together. What's that like?
Well, it's so interesting because I got to produce her vocal, and that's a scary thing. Not because, you know what I mean. It was scary for me, not for her. But she was on an iPad. She was in New York, I was in Nashville. She carried the iPad in the vocal booth and put it on a music stand. And here I am, you know, with her permission going, you know, how do I sing this or how to make this sound country? I'm like, you don't make it sound country. You're Kristen Chenoweth. We're going to make this a Kristen Chenoweth Herndon record with this just being us. And that's what we did. And she was so fun. And we worked at Opryland. That's how far back. I think she was in for Me and My Gal, but her fiance Josh is my guitar player. So he comes on the bus one day and he said, I need a little extra security because I'm dating this really cool girl. And I said, is it Brittany? He said, no, it's your friend Kristen Chenoweth. And I said, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And so, yeah, that's worked out. So I told her, you know, if she wanted a guitar player, you probably didn't have to date them, but
well, that's one way to get one.
It was love,
and that did. We've got to, you know, we talked about your #1 hits through the years. That became another one on the iTunes charts.
It did. It was such a blessing. We were looking at that day. We got the call, and Kristen was like, "It feels like Christmas." It is Christmas. So it was pretty fun.
Yeah, that is great. Well, let's talk about the Concert for Love and Acceptance, because this is something that normally in the past, until the pandemic, but you had at CMA Fest,
yes,
had at the Wild Horse. We've been there every year. It's always an exciting event, great lineup. Tell me, you moved it this year to December. That's exciting during the holidays.
We wanted to do something a little different because when Music Fest came back, it came back with a vengeance here, and we knew it would be really super crowded. There was so many people, you know, trying to get people to come to events, and we just wanted to make it easier. And we've been talking about doing a Christmas special because we're going to film this as well for some time. Because that was one thing I did become during this long vacation that us musicians had. I learned how to produce a TV show. We did it 2 years in a row, and we want to keep doing that. But this year we're having only 7 artists instead of 14, so that the artists have a chance to shine.
Right.
So that's the only real difference.
And will it have a holiday theme, the songs and everything?
Absolutely.
So it's a total, just big holiday event.
We're proud to say no hits. Just jingle bells.
Well, so let's talk about the foundation, the Concert for Love and Acceptance. This is something that I know is very near and dear to your heart. Tell me about it.
Well, you know, for me, coming out in 2014, it was so much more than that. It was making my blood and bones make sense and just feeling okay in my own body. And that journey was perfect. Yeah, it opened up a can of worms for a few other things that I needed to take a look at, for sure. When you become authentic, you realize that everything about you is not that. And you've lived that way for 30 years. I wanted to do this foundation so that we could have a chance to see kids and look them in their faces and say, you're not broken. You're awesome. You can go be authentically you. If you want to come to Nashville and be a star, if you want to be a hit songwriter, then you need to treat that like you're going to Harvard. Come to town and be the best songwriter you can be. Be the best singer you can be. Take voice lessons and know this business inside and out when you get here. And I promise you, that's what you're going to lead with. And who you are, sexually will take its place for sure. It'll just naturally take its place. And when I see artists like Lily Rose, who's had a couple of #1 records now, it's exactly what she's done. And I feel very fortunate to see that.
And it's nice too because, and I've heard you talk about this, but people say, and it became kind of a buzz phrase, but it gets better. And often it does get better, but it doesn't always get better. Sometimes
Right.
it gets worse.
Right.
This foundation is something that can help people in those times especially.
Absolutely. We changed our mission statement a little bit to offer help people get detox and treatment. It's just so needed today, and mental health issues. Our LGBTQ families and stuff, they're doing good. You know, we've got a lot of people helping them, and we'll continue doing that. But this also became a mission statement for me.
And when people come to the concert itself, kind of what can they expect at the holiday? I know we said it's going to have a holiday theme, but it's also going to embrace the foundation.
Well, you know, helping people is a big part of the holiday. So we're going to continue our scholarship money for folks. We'll give away 2 scholarships this year. And it's just going to be so Christmas. We're going to blow up the Christmas tree. It's going to be just a kickoff, man.
I can't wait. We are going to be there. I'm so glad
Back
you're
at the Wild Horse, too.
Exactly, back at the Wild Horse. So make sure, of course, it's December 6th at the Wild Horse. For ticket information, go to f4la.org. That is where you want to go.
Did that well.
That's it. For ticket information, go to F4. Now, tell me that again.
You said it better.
I said f4la.org. So everybody have a great evening. You don't want to miss out on the Concert for Love and Acceptance, December 6th at the Wild Horse. Have a great evening.
See ya.